Good morning, RC researchers. This video is the first of a series that will walk you through the relational coordination tool, how to create the index, how to create the dimension, how to validate the tool, and run your analytical tests to investigate relational coordination to your outcome of interest. So before we begin, I would like you to introduce all of us first comers to relational coordination measure. What does it measure? How you can interpret your results. So relational coordination is a measure of 7 questions. The first four are evolving around communication, frequency of communication, its timeliness, its accuracy, and its ability to be problem solving. And the last three of the measure investigate shared goals, shared knowledge, mutual respect among different roles in a workplace, in a work site. So the idea is if you have a workplace where different roles, different work groups have experience of frequent, timely, and accurate problem solving communication, and the relationship is based on shared goals, shared knowledge, and mutual respect, you will have a positive cycle of relationship between coworkers. But if you have relationship uh, and coordination cycles that is based on infrequent or delayed or inaccurate finger pointing communication, um, you will have a negative cycle where relationship will be broken. It will be mainly functional, based on functional goal, like I need that from somebody, and this is why I have to communicate with him or her. Specialized knowledge, I know what I'm doing, but I'm not sharing that knowledge with anybody else. And lack of respect or understanding of others. So what do you expect from having won your relational coordination survey? So, to give you an example, this is the sample data set that is provided for everybody on the website, on the RC Help Desk website. So, as you can see, for this example, we have 6 roles: the doctor, the lab technician, the medical assistant, practice manager, the front desk, and the final role is the resource team outside of practice that is mainly involved in supporting the delivery of patient experience. It's more of a central role. So this is like the 6 roles that are being investigated in the this particular site of interest. And to have your data set run after you have conducted your survey, you collected your data, what do you expect the data set to look like? So first of all, you will have 3 sets of variable. The first set of variable is mainly identification. So if there are different practices, if there are different sites or counties for the practices. So for example, in our example, you have regional, you have regional, 2 region in our sample, and you have the practice ID. So you can see here that there are different practices, and you have a unique ID number for the participants. In every survey platform, you will have a started and finished um, variables where the platform itself will measure when the participant have started the survey and when did he finish. You can see it has the date and the time of the day. And then you will have the work group. So the work group or the role investigated, you can see that we have some roles, some participants who didn't fill the survey, but we count them. So perfect RC data set will have the whole sampling frame. Everybody that is invited to participate will have a unique ID. And by doing that, you actually can see how many in each role have participated, and then you can correct for the missingness or the non-responsiveness of your participants. So this is the first set of variables, which are identification. So the site, practice ID, and unique ID number for the participant, the roles. And then you will have third set of uh, variables, which are the RC variables. So you will have the question one, which is frequency of communication with the physician, um, with the lab technician, with the physician assistant, with the practice manager, with the front desk, and for the resource team in the central office. This is so how many variables do you expect? It's very easy. You can calculate it in your mind. It's like we have 6 roles and 7 questions for the RC, so that's 42. Um, And then the last set of ID, which is not present in this sample data set, is your outcomes of variables, outcome of interest. So outcome variables like, for example, quality of life, retention, satisfaction with your work, engagement, um, the thing that you would like to measure, the variation of RC, and to predict those kind of outcomes. So this is a brief description of the dataset. And then now I would like to bring that dataset to Stata. So in the future, I will be posting similar videos to explain how we can do that in other statistical program. But for keep you running at the moment, I would like to start with Stata because we have the most comprehensive um, syntax on it. So first, I would like to open my do file. And you can see I have uploaded the do file as well on the website, on rchelpdesk.info website. So here we are, that's first one, and then we bring our data. So I will open import data. We are import to Excel sheet, and you can browse it, and it's data file and it's data. We are, and then I will import the first row as variable names. Okay, and then I run okay. And then I will go back and see what the do files say. So to investigate your data set on Stata, just click on describe and run the command. So as we expected, there are 48 variables in this data set, and you can see I have 6 variables for identification, and the rest will be the 42 for the RC survey. And then if I would like to investigate each of the variables, so I will use the codebook command. And it's very important to know that for missingness or missing variables, missingness within a variable or not applicable, it is coded as point, not zero. It's point just to be able to calculate which is the missing mark for Stata. So you need to understand that it has to be a point, right? And you can have a specific codebook, like you can write the codebook with any specific variables that you would like to see in particular. So here is a sample for the variables, and then it's a personal preference, but you absolutely can not do it. But it's a personal preference. I like to have, instead of having question 1 to 7, I like to understand it is frequency, and it actually shows when you have a report out of Stata, like frequency with the physician, frequency with the lab technician. So I would like to rename for all of the 7 questions for each of the roles, and rename them based on the dimension. So you will have um, know for shared knowledge, goal for shared goals, respect for mutual respect dimension, and accuracy and problem solving, timeliness, and frequency of communication. So this is the first video, and please do download the sample data set and the syntax, and I will see you in the next one where we can create the dimension and validate the tool and create the index. Thank you so much.